whatever. Back because the power fucking went out. Fucking hell. Oh, whatever. So then, what were we talking about? Eva? Yeah. So
Yeah.
things like Eva and like animes with legendary status. Like, it's so hard to like start those kind of series because again, you're like overthinking how you're gonna consume the series because of how it's like so like, it's what's it called? Because of how it's such like it's reached that much of a status that you want to like have the optimal experience of consuming it. Like, is that, do you guys also have that?
Uh, Not really, but I can
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I
But
understand, but for me, it's just finding the time to do so. I just forget, honestly.
yeah, that's like the main reason. That's like one of the reasons actually.
Yeah, like when it's like when it's not like your main source of entertainment, like it's hard to find time for it, you know? Because
Yep.
Yeah.
like especially like us, like we're always like gaming or like doing school shit or whatever.
But like
Like
or like just or sleeping. That
Yeah,
too.
sleeping
yes,
is
that's
a
a thing
big
that
thing.
humans do. Sleep when you're too busy eating and sleeping. But
No,
like
no,
yeah,
but like we do it more than the average human being.
Well,
like yeah.
I guess you can say that. It's just that for me, it's just, I I just do what I want to do at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Like because like that's the thing. Like it's not because like for a lot of us, like anime isn't the main thing, you know.
Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
it's
Like
manga.
especially like Jamal, like you can relate because like recently like you've been into Korean stuff. Is
Yeah,
that like what do people call it?
K
Like
drama.
the whole culture of K-pop and K-drama.
Korean culture
Keeb.
Korean, yeah, oh yeah,
in
just like
general, yeah.
yeah,
Keeb.
Korean, yeah, okay.
K-culture.
Keeb.
Like since that's like the thing you're into nowadays, like of course you're not watching as much anime, right? Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
And
Basically, is what I'm
I
saying.
feel like even for people who it is the main source of entertainment, like what's it called? Like they still don't find the time. Like people who literally has a career in reviewing anime don't watch anime as much as like somebody else. Like it's like people like Joey the anime man or Giguk. Like they don't watch
Yeah.
like anime. They actually don't watch that much anime.
Yeah, like when I watched the monthly otaku collection by Joey,
Mm.
like he would meme about like, I did, yes, the anime man did not watch anime.
Right.
But I think it's just,
It's
there's
just the
there's just
time.
on and off days, yeah.
It's just time, honestly. Like for some reason, you can watch like you can watch like a movie and be fine, but like if you can't watch a full fledged series for
Yeah,
the same
true.
amount of time, like for example a K drama, which is basically a fucking movie at this point. It's like two anime
Yeah, like
episodes
one
at a time.
episode's an hour.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, one episode's an
Like
hour. So like
like two.
three or two
Yeah,
episodes.
3 or 2 episodes. But like for some reason you can't watch 3 episodes of anime, but you can watch one episode of a K drama.
Yeah,
It's really interesting.
or like spending like
3 hours on YouTube.
yeah, exactly. You
Yep.
YouTube or Reddit or whatever. Like it's
Two
so much easier to
it's
spend time on
two
that,
things.
but not anime.
Because it's two things. It's the vibe and time. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
that's
true.
how that's really the problem with anime sometimes for me.
But it's also like how alive you are, you know? Like
I get what you mean by that, but like at the same time, even if you're dead, even if you watch like one episode, you probably won't remember it the next day.
Yeah. That's the thing with a lot of like seasonal animes.
Mhm.
So same thing with what happened to me in Black Clover. When it gets too long, so like currently I already forgot Shield Hero and it's about to get a new release soon.
Mm.
So I have to rewatch that again.
Mhm.
That's why I prefer watching animes that are already finished
Yeah, I'm definitely not
instead of
including
those
that.
that
I
are
need to
like a newly adapted anime that you have to wait for.
Right. But like at the same time, there's things on the other side of the spectrum too. There's like manhwa.
Ah, yes.
Like in terms of manga, what have you guys been reading?
Mine's just quintessential quintuplets recently, and then some other NSFW manhwas.
Can you elaborate?
Uh, with NSFW manhwas, uh, I only read. Recently, I've been reading completed ones instead of ones, because I want to wait for it to get a lot and then just go on a reading spree.
Yeah, I see.
There's just a certain there's a certain charm to it to manuals because they're colored.
Right.
So that's a huge appeal
Oh,
for
this
me.
fucking bitch. Actually, like on Jared's episode, we mentioned how most of the shit you guys read is from Mojo. Are you the same?
Ah, yes. But recently, the ones I've been reading are
You've been
actually
le-
not from
you've
Mojo.
been leaving. You're gonna leave the nest. You're gonna find your own hentai.
The thing is, when I see something new, I
Mhm.
would go to Mojo, ask him if he knows it, and then
Mhm.
he'd already know it. So technically,
Ah,
technically he still knows of it, but he's not the one recommending to me
hmm.
anymore.
I see.
So yeah,
Hmm.
when it comes to manhwas, I'm waiting for
Well,
new stuff.
well then let's talk about the enemy of such things, of such entertainment. School.
Oh,
So
okay. I want to talk about this so
so
much.
so with school with school almost
Oh, wait,
here,
wait, hold on,
September
hold on, hold
13. I
on.
believe. What?
Uh, Wait, before we start the segment, like, can we take a, can we take five?
Sure.
Not like 5 minutes, but like, just like, give me
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sec.
yeah, yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Like here, you guys can look at chat. Say hi, chat. Whoever the fuck's in here. You guys are on YouTube now. Thank the fucking Lord we boosted their fucking production value. Don't
Mom,
get me
the camera.
demonetized, bro. Do not fucking do anything stupid. Or not even demonetized, like just don't do something to like get us flagged. This break was brought to you by Hell.
Yep.
Sponsored by Where's No. No, I'm
I
pretty sure we get in big trouble if we said we were sponsored by a company that
yeah,
like doesn't
we are
sponsor.
not.
No. We just like their shit, bro.
No, don't delete that.
Grammar. It's interesting how we have like so many people on the server and yet none of us like we haven't like some of them we haven't even talked to. But
Yeah,
majority we have.
we have two factions,
No.
two emperors.
That won't do. There can only be one.
Gamerly. Yeah, you're like supreme emperor.
Yeah. But that's just how this shit works. For the factions, you can figure it out on your own. Can you say kono bangumi wa? I'm not saying that. What does that mean, Joel? Can you translate?
It's about a sponsor.
Oh.
Kono bangumi wa gaano na yeah, we probably shouldn't say that.
No.
Ah, grand
Sponsor.
sponsor, grand
sponsor.
sponsor.
Yeah, let's learn Hangul
Gurano.
now. Definitely. Definitely connected. Let's learn Hangul.
Hangul?
Yeah, Hangul. Is that what the language is called? Or the
The
system?
alphabet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long do you think it would like Japanese versus Korean? I wonder which one is actually what are the differences? Other than the fact
Like-
that there's no kanji.
Wait, should this be a topic?
No,
Cause
we can talk about it. It's fine.
okay, so the thing is, when it comes to pronunciation, I feel like Korean pronunciation is harder. Like, have you seen their like the Romaji?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I would look at Twice lyric videos
Oh yeah, Samgyeopsal.
and
Like I think that's
yeah.
like that's pronounced completely
Yeah.
differently, right? Like for a native.
yeah, like let me find some like this. Yeah, for a native, it will sound much faster and much more different. Like that's the thing. I feel like it's gonna be harder to pronounce, but the alphabet of Hangul is way, 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 way,
Well, I guess
way,
if you
way,
want to,
way, way
well, I guess if you
easier
want to
than
read and
Japanese.
like not understand what you're saying, you can do Hangul.
Yeah, yeah,
Same with Japanese, honestly. But like the thing is, we have so much like Japanese in our heads that we don't know because
yeah.
of like exposure. But like what's it called? Like even if we learn
Hey,
both
finally.
katakana, both hiragana, or like
Yo,
both hiragana and katakana and kanji, like there's still some words that you won't like you can read but don't understand. Oh, we can
Yeah,
go back to the main
kanji's
screen now.
like the
Bye chat.
biggest.
Say bye chat. You'll probably show
anong
up at
by
the
chat?
end.
What?
Okay, we'll end it on that. Back to the main screen.
Okay.
So then, what were we talking about? School. Yes.
Yeah.
So for you guys, school is a completely different ballgame from like other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely different for us.
So
But
how does that affect like on your side then, Joel? How do you approach it?
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I'm just gonna say since I I'm gonna first start off saying, but that my situation is not different from is different. My situation is different from other people.
Mm.
So I'm only speaking in behalf of myself.
Yeah.
That time management with school and playing games and reading and consuming media,
Right.
it's easy. I find it easy. I get the shit done.
Right.
For me, it's
It's
not that
possible.
hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's very possible for me. So seeing other students complain, I don't
Mhm.
know their situation, but like it's doable. It's definitely possible.
Jamal, you remember what happened with me and Mojo?
Yeah.
Like
What happened with you?
I'd always be down to like do modules, but then Mojo's like, no, dude, and like I have to wait for you guys.
Like provide
Yeah.
context for the viewers. Like why is this such an issue? Like for us or for you guys, I mean.
So, for us, the mode of learning we have is modular learning. So, by modular learning, it's like we have occasional Zoom classes where we get to meet with the teacher for them to discuss, but our main source of quotation marks learning is through a module. So, it's like a packet given that has a lesson and some stuff to answer.
Right.
So, the reason why it gets so tainting and like very exhausting is that you have to read. And if like we already know that not everyone learns the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the main reasons I got into books is like building up the patience to read stuff because we're upcoming grade 10.
Mm-hmm.
So like I want to take this year seriously because next year it's gonna be senior high school.
Like
So
we've
that's
been
the main
expecting.
reason why it's so sus.
We've been
Yeah.
expecting for senior high that's gonna be a lot more chill, meaning a lot more VC, right? But like, how much truth is there to that, really?
For me, I don't know because my family plans to move. My family plans to move me. So I heard in the school that we are currently in, I'm not gonna say the school name, even though I hate it so much. I hate that school.
I'm pretty sure we already
But
mentioned it in the first, but sure.
yeah,
VHS school.
okay, yeah. But according to Punsalot's sibling here, it's more chill in the strand that she's in like her
STEM.
right
What is it?
ABM.
Oh,
ABM, yeah.
ABM.
So accounting business management.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mhm.
say it's more chill.
Right.
So I hope it's gonna be like that for the first for like the entirety of senior high.
But what do you think of like people people who balance not balance people who like are active in VCs like their own servers and like play games while also like not like neglecting school. What do you think of that? What do you think of those?
What we think of you?
What do you think of you?
You're pretty
Hello,
poggers,
hold
bro.
on. I have a fucking reason. Okay, I have a
You're pretty
legit
poggers,
reason.
bro.
Honestly,
Dude, Kane, you're pretty
I
poggers,
don't.
man.
Just
I
answer the
don't
fucking
really
question.
care. I don't care for it. It's your life. So if you're confident in being able to do something, if you really believe that school is not for you, then I guess you could go for it. But the thing is, we still live in
Wow,
a
it is
third
raining
world
really
country.
fucking hard. Yeah,
Oh wow, it's raining there.
yeah, it's
But yeah,
raining.
we still live in a third world country where the thing is like I go on social media and then see like this like influencers that are like, yo, don't go to school, it's a waste of money, like you can learn this stuff on your own. But it's just different here in the Philippines. I don't think that same logic applies, because here diplomas and like, yeah, diplomas
Yeah.
really matter here
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Philippines. It's
And degrees.
people are still so reliant on it, unlike in other countries where they base it off experience and not diplomas.
Right.
But here it's almost needed to go to college.
But do you think you
I'm
could?
not saying it's impossible, but it's very essential.
But let's talk about like the like I'm gonna like remind you guys of a previous inside joke that we had back in like a
Hmm.
long time ago, and that was the joke would
New Year?
constantly be saying, no, the joke would be constantly saying, is Joel still in a coma?
Ah,
Can we get some explanation on that?
okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not familiar with that joke.
Yeah,
Assuming
because we
I'm
weren't
in
here.
a coma during that joke.
Yeah.
I think the whole
That's kinda
inside
how
joke
it
was
works.
that you were never here. Therefore, like we said, like, oh shit, Joel's still in a coma. Like that's why you called coma boy.
Mm.
But like
Oh,
what was but like
I
during
am. This is the first time I'm hearing about
like
this. Okay.
during around that time, that was last year. So last year during the like you when modules were at the like were at its peak or like
Yeah. It's like
so what were you doing that time, like when you weren't in VC and such?
That time I'd be watching movies and spending time alone.
I see.
Cause
I introvert siya.
no, as much as I want, I miss being able to like hang out with people like for a long time, for like a very long time. It just gets draining now for me. But I still
I
find time to hang out with other people because it's still fun. It just gets draining.
Right.
Yeah,
But
especially because
yeah,
like the peak of school, you know.
That's completely understandable. Like again, we talked about and coined the term like in Jared's episode like soul tax. Yeah, the soul tax is high on like especially
yeah,
for modules, and so you can't really hop in a VC after like a shit ton of work and like enjoy it, which is kind of unfortunate.
yeah.
That it has to be like that. The fact that soul tax even exists in the first place, but that's
Also,
just
part of it
yeah.
is just I don't want to be irritated with you guys. I don't want to get pissed because I have anger issues. Like
Don't we all?
not like anger, like real like diagnosed anger issues. It's just that when I'm in a bad mood,
You have a short
I get
fuse,
pissed off very easily. So
right?
that's why after like modules or like when I'm mentally drained,
Oh,
I just
so
stop. I just stop
oh,
myself from social contact.
so me and Tetris, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like holy
Punch the
shit.
wall
I
type
just
shit,
want to
you know.
avoid it.
But like absolutely, but like absolutely, it's completely fucking like it's completely horrible that the soul tax that is
Mhm.
required, like the soul tax that's required that is like required for you to pay for modules is like um limiting, really fucking limiting when it comes to like VCs and shit in gaming.
Yeah.
But like going in the same direction as school, work. Like you like recently you've been working. Well, like what have you been like
Ah,
what have you been
yes.
doing? What jobs is you been working? Let's say quotation marks.
Uh, this is not like paid
No,
contracted
no, no.
jobs,
It's
but
complete
it's
like
just like
yeah,
gigs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The first thing I'm doing is Axie Infinity,
Right.
which is
Crypto. Or
yeah, so it's an it's a game where your characters are NFTs, and
explain what an
every
NFT is.
day an NFT is like basically, to dumb it down, it's cryptocurrency put into a digital form. Think of it as like Valorant skins or League of Legends skins, but they maintain their value,
Right.
and it can be swapped out for real money.
Right. Right. Right.
So, uh, currently my brother when we started, my brother's paid for it, but right now since we got our money back, thankfully before the we got the money back before the sudden drop in SLP, which is the currency you earn in the game. It's
Right.
the cryptocurrency you earn in the game. It's been dropping a lot, but
Mhm.
thankfully we were able to like get back the money
Make back
we
the
spent.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. So currently right now it's just we're just earning, and it's being split three ways.
Mhm.
So that's one way I'm getting money, and the other is a gig for my brother who's in law school.
Right.
Since he's like in law school and working at the same time, he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have time to research the materials he needs to study.
Right.
So he would send me a syllabus. In that syllabus, in the syllabus, it shows like what they need to study for that class. It
Mm-hmm.
shows like a compilations of rules, laws, and cases,
Mm-hmm.
which then I download those cases and then I send it to him for review. So all
When
he has to do is read.
like for a little bit of context, tell the viewers what
Yeah.
a syllabus is.
So
Syllabusy.
syllabus is whenever you start law school, like I'm not sure if it's a semester or like a class, but it basically contains every single thing you need to study to. Every single thing you need to study.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not, yeah, Julius, little syllabus, I got those already. It's not only for law school, like a lot of schools do it. So they'll give you a syllabus for the specific class.
Right.
Basically pointers.
I see. So speaking of work, like life is often like a difficult topic because of
Yeah.
its because of its like its uncertainty. But in the future, do you have anything down the line that you want to do, like in terms of like what course and what branch, what course, like what job you'd like to go into?
Oh, like, okay, I've already mentioned this many times, but the course for senior high I'm going to go into is STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
After that, once I graduate high school, I plan to, cause right now I study code once in a while, cause my brothers told me that if you go to college knowing lessons, it's gonna be so much easier. So that's what I'm aiming for, like punch myself and beat myself up now and then relax later.
Right.
Because I plan to go into computer engineering course
I beat
Mm.
myself up
for
a lot
college.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
think
know what
it's
I
a good
mean?
mentality to have. Like, just grind now and then enjoy later.
Right. I see. Like in terms of life, like how do you think you're gonna live your life? How do you think you're gonna live your life? Really fucking
Okay.
hard question.
I dream big. Because like you said a while ago, connections are like are like big.
Mm-hmm.
So my plan is my very 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 rough plan that's very bound to be broken is after graduating college is applying to my aunt's company, a company my aunt works at,
Mm-hmm.
which basically sends computer programmers to Japan. And
Right.
that in itself is already like a
Just the
stretch,
fact,
but
just the fact
if
that
there's a
you're
chance,
just the fact that a company and an agency is like sending you to Japan,
yeah,
is it's
it's
like
already big.
it's a great opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why a lot of members here, like a lot of us want to go to Japan. Like no shit, like watching anime, consuming Japanese media. It's already a desire to
The thing about
want to go to
the
Japan.
thing about living in Japan, right? Like we know the
Yeah.
struggles of living in Japan and living in our country in general, and how
Yeah.
difficult it is. That's why
Yeah, very
that's why the learning the language is so important. Like
Yeah,
how's
like
your
we're starting
progress on
now.
that?
Right now I'm actually really happy with my progress because I've recently I've been very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also like one big thing that takes a huge amount of time is me learning Japanese.
Right.
So right now I feel like I can hold a basic conversation with a local, but like once it gets into more specific technical stuff, I think that's where I fall off.
I think
So vocabulary and grammar is the
I,
biggest
I,
problem for me.
I think for you right now, I think the place at where you're at, based on what you're telling me, is
Yeah.
that you can tell you can like if it's just one specific thing that you need to get past or you need to get by, you can say it like fine with a native. But if it's like a full-on
Yeah.
conversation with a possibly a classmate or like a coworker, you probably fall off, is what you say.
Yeah. So like let's say I travel to Japan as a foreigner.
Right.
I want to order stuff or go somewhere. I think I can hold the conversation, but
Right.
living, working, and interacting, I still can't.
Yeah, human beings are kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
hard.
the thing with Japanese. It's the articles. It lacks so
Yeah.
many articles that what you say is situational. Like
It's
it's very
like
based on
like
situation.
there's a lot of things in the Japanese language that are like like so
Yeah.
specific that you could only use it in that one scenario. But like at the same time,
Yeah.
there's so many things that are like so that you can use in broad settings. Like for example, for some reason, the kanji book is also the same one you use in like in the word nihon. So
Yeah.
if you wanna like refer to something if you wanna refer to something that's apparently according to like what I saw, like based on like a Japanese lesson that I saw, apparently the term or the kanji book can also be used for anything that's long and flat, is what I remember. So
Yeah.
things like paper, things like a window, I guess. So anything
Yeah.
that's long and flat, you can apparently use that kanji for, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
So this language is
Kanji's very
like this fucking language
hard.
is whack,
Mm.
honestly.
Yeah, but it's there's a sense of like beauty to kanji where
Yeah,
like the history and like where it comes from, like mainland
right.
China. It's actually really nice. It's nice to know the history about it, not very nice to learn because there's so much.
Yeah.
Mm.
The thing is, I don't have to deal with kanji right now, which I'm happy
Yeah.
about, honestly. But down the road, yeah, it's definitely gonna be an
Mm.
issue. But like learning
Yeah.
Japanese, you know, some like a lot of people, including myself, fall off on it like in the early stages because of how much grinding there is to it. But
Yeah.
like, what tips do you have for people who are trying to learn it right now, as we speak?
Here's the thing. I feel like if you falling off just means that you don't want it yet or you don't need it yet. Cause if you're chasing for a goal or a dream, I think that's when you'll realize you want it. You'll realize you want it when you actually start learning it.
Right.
So every time I like learn a new word or like every time I speak a new sentence, like I realize more like, oh shit, I'm closer to my goal.
Right.
I'm I'm almost there in a sense. Not almost. I'm getting there in a sense. So
Right.
it's just progress. I think I don't want to tell people to power through it and that like you
Yeah,
got to
don't burn
study,
yourself
bro.
out.
You don't, yeah, don't force yourself. If you don't want to, it's all right. You can stop. But if you want, you'll know you want it if you actually start studying it.
Right. Telling people that is so like disheartening for some people, because of like
Yeah.
you're basically telling them to stand down and like stop.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's
Yeah.
absolutely correct. Would you would
Yeah.
you rather walk through a like would you rather walk a path that's like full of flames and like a thorny road, or because like you want to get somewhere that you don't even want to? Like
Yeah.
imagine you walk through all of those thorns, all of those flames, and you realize at the end of the road when you finally find that door that you opened that it's not something you wanted.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something you need to assess because it's really based on motivation. If you're having constant burnouts, you have to reassess if you actually want this or not.
Like
Are
if
you
you,
doing it because it's cool, or are you doing it because it's something you really want to achieve?
or like is it something you're doing because is it something you're doing because you like the idea of it but not actually doing it?
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Like-
really motivational. It's
Like for
up to
example,
motivation.
there's a certain thing that you can that there's like a certain pride in like saying, oh yeah, I'm learning this language.
Yeah,
But people see the appeal of that and then they don't actually see the work behind it.
yeah, yeah. Because a language,
A language
it's
is
huge,
yeah,
it's
it's
big.
fucking yeah. It's no joke.
yeah,
There's so much especially like with Japanese for example. There's
Yeah.
so much of it. There's the alphabets.
Mm.
Like the three alphabets, the alphabets like kanji, hiragana,
Yeah.
katakana, and then there's also things like pitch accent that will make you
Yeah.
that'll like differentiate you in a that will differentiate you in like a native. There's things like
Yep.
dialects,
pronunciation as well.
pronunciations, yeah, like what's it called, like how long a certain syllable is, and like what your tone is supposed to be, like things like that.
Yeah, like in mainland Japan's accent is different from like northern Osaka region. So yeah, it's very different. You're almost learning the whole country. Technically, that's how I'd put a language. That's how I'd say learning a language is. You're learning the country.
Though I can say when you're learning Tagalog, all you're doing is torturing yourself. Don't do that.
Yeah, I
Relate.
mean, why would you want? The thing
Like,
is, I don't think it's worth because a lot of locals here speak English already.
like holy shit, bro. Like 80% of the country speaks English and understands it.
Yeah.
Like why learn Tagalog? The thing is, I get it. I get the whole like you live in the country, you speak the fucking language. In the Philippines, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Also, if you speak English here, you're smart. That's it's an annoying stigma, but that's how it is. If you speak English,
yeah, there's a
you're either rich or smart.
speaking of annoying stigma, there's also the whole
Yeah.
there's also the whole stigma, like
Sigma balls.
in social settings when you speak English as opposed to Tagalog. Like you can't
Yeah.
like they kind of think that they think that like you're better than them. That's not the case. That's legit like your only
Yeah.
choice because you can't speak any other language.
Yeah,
like
but
but like
it's just
yeah,
annoying.
that's just how it is, honestly.
Yeah.
Dude, like
I mean-
whenever like I hear Jamal speak about like the things like he likes, like it's always like with such a burning passion. But, like I love listening to it. Like whenever like I hear Jamal speak about
Man,
like Japan and shit, I'm like, oh shit, that makes me want to do something, you know?
Inspirational, bro. Why
should I
don't you
just be a motivational speaker?
Yeah, I was about
Be
to
a
say. I
motivational
was about to
speaker,
say.
bro.
When I was young, I was born at a very young age.
I was born
like,
in a hell called Philippines. Called
Yeah.
I was born in my birthday.
I was born inside my no hold on.
What?
Oh.
But like yeah, things like
Pause.
Japan. We already have the end game plan of all of us in the server or
Yeah.
like going on a trip to you know what. To the country of the
Oh.
rising sun.
Yep.
To the forest of
Nippon.
the
But like yeah. It's like
game
yeah,
end.
The
but
forest.
like I don't mean to be like a downer, but like it's really
Yeah.
hard to think about it like cuz it's so far into the future. It's so far off.
Yeah.
Like you can't
That's
you
one
can't
thing.
you can't tell your friends, "Hey, let's go to X country on this year." And expect it to go
Yeah.
smooth. So there's a lot of things that goes into it. Like for me, I find myself constantly thinking about how we're actually gonna pull it off, knowing how
Yeah.
like some of us here aren't even in the same country as each other.
Yeah, plus
True.
at like how long do we have to like be functional adults to the point at which like we can just do that, you know, like go on trips and shit.
Like the general idea is that after college, or like
Yeah,
No,
because,
but
like,
if after college you're broke.
no, the thing is about after college, right? Yeah, again, you're broke, but like at the same time, it's a trip to reward your graduation, like I guess, but that's not
Yeah,
really
I guess you
possible.
can see.
That's not really possible right now. So I feel like the general idea is gonna be when everyone is ready, when we all communicate with each other. Like let's say, when we all communicate with each other, hopefully we're still in like contact with each other, like down the line. Like we talk with each other and then we set a date. That is the general plan of like just getting into the country. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really interesting.
Shit, bro, that's still like 8 years in the future.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
But,
that's
like,
so long.
it's a plan a decade in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the planet doesn't blow up by then, because climate change is getting worse. The thing is, climate.
Yeah.
Like the thing that like remember when global warming just like started showing up, like the term global warming started showing up. It's a different
Yeah.
it's a different term now. It's fucking climate change.
Like,
like,
there was
again-
this thing about us. We know about it, but we're not doing anything about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
Like
what will it take for us to do something?
like most people these days see it
Oh
as
man, Jamal's gonna quote the Hank Green video.
but most people these days in this like in this era in this generation sees it as we can't we like us this generation can't do anything about it, and that's really like that's a really bad mindset. That's a really weak mindset.
Yeah.
It's a really weak mindset, bro.
Yeah, but
You
like
can do you
it's
can
so
do your
annoying
part.
that at like a few years ago we were just learning about it and we know how to counter it and nobody did anything.
No, like that's the thing, right? Like
And
it's
now we're at
like-
the point where it's irreversible.
not what do you call it? Like it's not like it's the climate of the entire world, right? So
Yeah.
it's not just the cooperation of you and me. It's the cooperation of like governments around the
Everyone.
world, of businesses, of like
Yeah.
fucking everything.
The thing is, though, it's gotten to a
That's
point
insane.
where, like, according to the UN, I think I saw an article, we're at code red for humanity, which is really fucking ominous.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
scary, honestly.
yeah,
Like what do you call it? If someone had like the fucking Infinity Gauntlet and snapped their fingers so that everyone would start working to like fix climate change, like we could fix it, but like it's gonna take a lot of work. You know what I mean?
yeah. There,
And like that's
unfortunately,
like assuming like you could get everyone to agree.
unfortunately, such gauntlet doesn't exist. So right now, according to the UN, we are at a code red for humanity. And if we don't fix this shit by 2025, I believe we're dead. Like the fucking planet's gonna be like a degree or more higher or warmer, and that's horrible.
Yeah.
Because the Amazon would continue to fucking burn. It's still burning, by the way. That's not over yet. It's still burning.
It's getting burnt by like farmers for like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
agricultural purposes,
And
not
like,
because of like climate.
yeah,
But
But
the it burning does affect the climate. You know.
yeah. So again, it's like the biggest fucking like carbon, what's it called, carbon banks in the
Emission.
Yeah, and no banks, as in like
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it
It takes-
stores.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it stores the it
Oh,
stores
yeah.
our carbon. So if
Yeah, it
that
stores
if that
carbon
disappears,
and, like,
the
gives
carbon has
oxygen.
the carbon has nowhere to go, or at least it doesn't have a sufficient place to go. You know.
Yeah.
So we're at a tipping point. We're at like the edge of the apocalypse, and nobody's doing anything about it. No government like has like seen this and like, okay, we need to do something. They've acknowledged
Here's the thing,
they've
though.
acknowledged
Yeah.
it, but like there's not much they can do other than
Yeah,
tell
I
the
feel
people
like-
to do shit.
It's just a weird mindset because when we like us, like let's say we buy a plastic bottle, like we think, oh, I'm just one person. It doesn't affect that much. But
Right.
that's exactly the reason why
There's-
it's gotten so big.
The problem
Like,
is there's no
there's
compromise.
always yeah.
There's no other option. Like there's no such thing as a paper bottle that we can buy as opposed to a plastic bottle.
You saw the
Plus paper bottles
I,
still made from trees.
I saw. a
Yeah.
video
I
where,
remember. I
like,
remember. You showed us.
Yeah,
it's
the
like- where
paper
it's-
bottle
yeah,
with
yeah,
this
yeah.
plastic inside.
The thing is that drives us even worse is the fact that like as like I'm gonna sound like tinfoil hat, but like yeah, capitalism. And that's really the main
Yeah.
point. That's really the main
It's
like
cheap, you know.
yeah. So
Very easy
again,
to mass
again,
produce.
there is no fucking compromise. We have no other thing to turn to. Like there's things like planting trees, not throwing away litter in like rivers and shit like that to avoid flooding. But the problem is, other than that, you are making no effect on the no effect on the problem. Like there's not enough like number of us that cares in this entire world to fix it for us to actually like
Yeah.
nudge it. Like of course, you and me acknowledge a problem and want to fix it, but us versus 7 billion people on the planet can't do much.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it still I hate how much it still boils down to money. That-
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It like
The scientists, the tools, the materials, the instruments, everything for it boils down to money.
it's
which
such an
is
issue. Again,
annoying.
it's capitalism.
Yeah.
This
like-
this machine that's been running for the past whoever knows is killing the planet along with us. Or we are killing the planet. It's a
Yeah.
problem for everyone, rich or poor. But it's the poor that suffers, and the rich will just move to a different place when something burns. Just
Elon
Is there a
Musk
place
be
to
like,
move?
that's is that why we're pushing the space race so fucking like so much? Like
Yeah.
we're seeing the second space race right now between so many different companies.
Like how how Elon Musk is saying, "Yo, we're gonna make spaceflight affordable. Spaceflight like
No.
2,500, like $1 million
No.
or some stuff like
No.
that." That doesn't help.
Really doesn't. The only people who's gonna fucking survive on this planet when it gets fucked is the fucking billionaires, bro.
Eat the rich.
Yeah. But like it's really fucking interesting, right? Like things like this that we talk about, like
Yeah.
like there are many like us that are talking about this shit every day. But
Yeah.
again, talking about it can only do so much. Like even influencers who has such a ginormous influence on the generation can't do anything either.
Yeah.
Like you watch them in a video say things like "don't do this" and "don't do that," and you'd understand that in the video. But when you go outside the next day, you're still doing it. You know?
Yeah.
yeah, like that's also like there's the thing of like basically like who gets affected by this kind of shit, right? So like the climate gets warmer, like sea levels rise, right? Like who gets
Yeah.
affected? Like poor countries near the
Fucking
uh,
Amsterdam's gonna
near
sink.
the coastline, like shit like that,
Yeah.
right? And then like also it's uh, like you can't just, for example, like the production of meat, like it's really bad for the environment, right? But like if you stop that, billions of people aren't gonna have food. So like it's shit like that, you know?
It's until fucking 500 million people die. That's a statistic, by the way. That's not that like even if you like see that, if even if 500 million die per year because of like the whole climate change thing, I feel like still nothing would work, or like still something like no one would do anything about it because
Plus, you
people.
also have to consider
Yeah,
industries,
right.
like for example, like
It always goes down to how will the economy like be affected. Why is it not how will the people be affected? Like, come on.
yeah,
Yeah.
like for example, like if your country like depends on oil, like
That's
you're
the
not
cap.
gonna get rid
That's
of
why
that
the
shit.
Philippines is fucked right
If your
now.
country
The
depends on
government's
like
thinking about
coal
the economy.
mining, you're
The
you're
government's yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, go
you're
ahead.
not gonna you're not gonna stop.
Like
That's the
that's why
thing.
our country is so fucked right now. Our like the Philippines is suffering because of the fact that so like people who are in the fucking medicals, or like people who are like on the front lines of the shit is complaining because none of them are getting the beneficiaries that they were promised by the government.
Yeah.
Why? Because the government's economy is gonna fucking fail if they do that. If they like, what's it called? If they keep their promise. That's
Yeah.
just an like when your government's doing that. Like I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. Like COVID cases are rising every day because people are not like following protocols. It's just dumb.
Yeah. So like, you know how humans like we we want something once we know a possibility of it. So like, let's say teleportation. Right now we think of teleportation as something
Maybe because
being
maybe because wait,
impossible.
hold on. Watch, you said something. Maybe because the economy affects the people. That while that's true, what kind of economy is gonna affect the people if the people are dead? Think about it like that.
Yeah.
There is no people to affect because the economy would have killed everyone by then. Anyways, continue
Yeah.
on.
So like, we want something because we know it exists. So like, let's say, you know how our generation, like, we get shit on like, oh, you guys are relying on Google too much, or you're relying on phones too much. If that gets taken away, we get bored because we know the possibility of it. We know that it exists. We know that we could be using it right now. I feel like it's the same way with technology today. Like, yo, if you take that away, humans have that mindset that, yo, we could be doing this right now. We could be having it.
Mm-hmm.
So, it existing makes us want it. So, throughout the years of humans, like, putting out, like, uh, farm, like, uh, very, very bad, like, polluting farms, if we take that away, it will just make humans want it more. It's hard to put into words, but basically, I'm trying to say is that we want it already. We
Yeah,
experienced it. So
like we're on a high of like
yeah,
of like
we
advancement
got
or like
basically we got too reliant on it that when it gets taken away, there is no other option. So
That's the problem.
yeah,
The constant like mentality that there is no other option. There is no compromise, which
yeah.
is
So
pretty
like
true, honestly.
yeah, we just got too reliant on it. So that's why I think like they say our generations like
We're
our
fucked.
generations up to it's up to our generation to like fix it, but
Our generation
it's
can't do
gonna be
anything either.
as much as I'd say I'd like to think it's not impossible because there's so much we still haven't explored. So right now I don't want to think about it as much because I feel like studying is like the best way. It's the best way we can do more.
I say just going through life normally as if
Yeah.
nothing's happening is the best way.
Yeah.
wait, what?
No, like
Hold on. Hold on.
That's exactly the opposite point that we're trying to get across. But at the same time, while we can't keep thinking about it and think of ways to fix it, there isn't much that we can do by just like being pessimistic. We gotta move through life, see what the options are, and then pick from there.
Yeah.
If we just keep thinking about, if we keep trying to predict the future with shit like this, we can't do anything. We gotta keep moving forward. We gotta keep moving forward and like see how it goes along, while trying to make a difference in our own ways. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, I think it's just like for now, like the best we can do is just know about it. Stay woke,
Yeah.
kids. Like
Yeah.
know
It's
what's
like
We're-
stay
going on.
woke.
Like we have
Exactly,
no
awareness.
like I like to think that I like thinking that that like by the time you have your own responsibilities, that's the time you become an adult.
Yeah.
Right now we don't have any responsibilities, therefore we have freedom.
Bruh.
But like again, don't be a piece of shit, honestly.
Yeah.
Just be like be a person that that is aware of these things. Don't turn a blind eye to them.
Yeah.
There we go. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. Just stay woke. Just stay woke,
Like-
kids. Know what's going
Stay
on,
woke.
man. Like
I'm now like screening all the shit Kane says. Like I don't say yeah to like some dumb shit. You know?
But like
Yeah.
again, just
it's
be
just there's
like-
so much we can do. So
there's only so much that we can do.
do what you can do now.
Learn Japanese.
Whether maybe like learn Japanese, go to Japan, escape the pain.
Fuck the industrial
yeah.
revolution.
That's the thing. I feel like, since going into computer engineering, I'm in the hope of copium that, I'm in the hope of copium that I can think or invent something. I feel like once
That'll be a
I know
possibility.
more,
It's a possibility.
once I know more, I'll make action because I know I don't know shit. I don't know anything right
Since
now.
when have kids ever been able to do something, bro?
Yeah, also the stigma that you're young, you can't do
Yeah,
shit.
you don't have you don't have an opinion.
Mancho, you suck for posting that. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Why?
Look at the KaineTalks chat.
You fell for that?
Fuck you.
Shit,
You
fell
suck.
for that.
But yeah,
But yeah,
So,
that's just
this got really heavy.
life shit.
Yeah.
Die.
This
But
got
going to a little bit of a lighter topic, like what would
Yeah.
you say your place in hell is?
me.
The one for lust.
Uh,
Like
I just say
Dante's
go
Inferno.
I just say go to Valorant teammate. I don't really contribute much here. I go here if I want to.
Mm,
Like, yeah, like compared to other people here, I'm not the most. I guess I'm more active than some, but I'm not the most active.
But
Why would you say that
Jamal,
is?
it's not about activity.
like, why would you say that
Like-
is?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, why would you say you're not as active as most?
Because some of you guys like would be here like fucking 2 a.m. Like, no, I'm here 2 a.m. in the morning. Like, very early in the morning until like late at night. You guys would be here,
Right.
but I'd
I'd
be
lose there.
doing my own stuff.
Mm,
So yeah. Compared to other people here, I'm not in VC as much.
right.
But when I get the chance, I always go here because there's nothing to do.
It's not
there's
about
nothing to do.
activity. It's about the vibe you release, bro. Like
The vibe I
Yeah.
release.
You release the vibe that we're
Mm.
gonna that we have to like. The funny thing is the fact that you're not that you're not active is what drives most of the decisions here. Like if Jamal's here, we do this.
yeah.
Then I guess I'm the magic 8 ball of hell.
Yeah, basically. Speaking of it, like your time here has been very fucking long, but not very not very eventful. Let's say.
Yeah.
Oh, why do you gotta
You-
roast them like that?
Like
No, it's
like
true. It's true.
you lived through the exiles era, and survived surprisingly, and like didn't die
Yep.
from or didn't want to die after the whole exiles thing, which I did, by the way, because it was so fucking stupid.
yeah.
But like during the exiles event, what were you thinking?
I hate our generation. Like,
Jamal, can I jog your memory? LED boy.
no. Is Sana here? Okay, wait. Oh. here's the thing, like it's just hype. Like people these days are so quick. Like Argent, like the
Argentina.
typical Gen Z is just so they're always in a rush. They want something, they want to get it quick. Like I don't understand it. It's just
Why is it every
annoying.
time? Why is it every time we talk like we act like boomers?
Yeah, like what?
It's
Uh,
because
we take
I
a
miss
we take a very
times.
honestly yeah, but like we take a very detached approach from from what
Yeah,
we're
from
like
people our generation,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we're not like the other kids.
like we're not
Because
saying
we don't
we're
feel
not
like it.
like we're not
Yeah.
saying we're better than you. We're saying that you're fucking dumb.
No, like I don't feel like I'm a part of this. You know, like that's the
Exactly.
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Like
don't feel like.
I don't see myself going to Twitter every day just to like be stupid. Like come on.
Yeah, I go to Twitter every day for hentai.
Yeah, same here. Like, do you see my likes, bro? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you see my
I think,
bookmarks?
like, you know what's the main reason for this? Like, I think it's because Pansalot here, you have two siblings who are older than you right now, who are
It's
not
not
born
true,
in the
bro,
same
fuck.
generation,
Yeah.
who are not the same generation, and your parents are old. Same thing with Mr. Kane here. You are only child who hangs out with your parents,
Right.
and I'm like a generation delayed. So compared to my brothers, I'm lagging, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
So
Yeah.
we grew up in their mentality that
yeah. Yeah, I
our
honestly love
our
that,
generation
honestly.
now.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy that I grew up like with just knowing how to be a functioning human being and not being a piece of
Yeah.
shit. Like honestly,
is
like
so-
like the
Sumer, Lucer.
like the most you can do to fucking like to like pay back your parents or whoever the fuck like helped you grow up is just being a decent person, honestly.
Yeah.
Again,
Holy
thanks, Jamal. Thanks.
Like the people you meet and eventually leave in your life, like they make a footprint, but it's really up to you to like see
Yeah.
where you go. Yeah,
But-
you guys know that really bullshit Bible story, like from a song,
What?
like where like on a beach you're walking with God.
Ah,
And-
yeah,
and
there's
then
two sudden
There's
footsteps.
it's so fucking dumb, and then and then then after a while there's only one set of footsteps. Why is that? No, it's not because God left you. It's because God carried you.
I was being carried the whole time.
It's so fucking dumb.
I'm a hard carry, no.
It's so fucking dumb. Bible stories are like whatever the fuck. It's so dumb, bro.
When Jesus carries you in Valorant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jesus take the crosshair, or the mouse.
Jesus, take the mouse.
Yeah,
Did Jesus take the scroll wheel? What?
No, I said
He swaps the weapons for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you should use the classic.
Shorty time.
Shorty or Spectre time.
Spectre time.
Parang
Oh my
isang
God.
melodia time.
Like speaking of footprints, right? Like it's really interesting how some people see the future differently. Either some people some people see it like negatively, some people see it normally like a normal person like yeah, this is gonna happen.
I see myself dead in the ditch.
And then like, we all see ourselves in the ditch, bro. Like especially me. Like I said, like I remember there was a time like where I would just say like, oh, if I'm alive in 5 years, like what the
Mhm.
fuck. But
Yeah.
but like going back, like how do you guys see the future?
The future for me, I don't like false hopes.
Do
I
you
don't
see
like
the
false
future-
hopes. I don't like sugar
Like
coating.
do you see your own? Do you only see your own future? Or do you see the future? Or do you see the future of everything?
Currently, I want to see if there's a future because
That's deep.
it's it's so it's so foggy right now. Like
We're fucked.
anything can happen.
Yeah. Like the way I see it is like my future is like a cock with herpes, you know, tough and
Right.
hard
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
like because anything can happen and
Could
like
do a little bit better in the analogy there, but yeah, I got what you're saying.
but like you know like the struggles you're facing right now isn't shit because like you're just a high school student, right? But like what the fuck about college? Like what the fuck about like work?
When
you
you're
know?
an actual adult, it will
Yeah,
it
like-
will affect you.
Yeah, like
Can
like
you
basically
can you fucking believe that in our generation, the one thing that people are looking for in a job now is that if you can work from home. Like imagine like 10 years ago if that was like the thing you were like searching for.
Hmm.
Like
10
holy
years
shit.
ago, it's like 2010. Yeah.
Like yeah, 2010, 2015 type shit. Like people would not people would not support you, but now these days people understand why you would want that.
True.
Yeah.
Like that's something I'm going for, is like a job or something that I can go into that you can work from home. Not just because I don't
Agree.
like interacting with people, but because it's probably the safest, right? Like right now, or like in a few years at least. Like everyone
Yeah.
thought this whole COVID thing would blow over like after 3 years. No, I don't think so.
Man.
We're in year 2, right?
Hmm. It's been
We're in
2.
year number 2.
Yeah, year 2.
Yep.
We're in COVID season 2.
Checkpoint 2. Or
Checkpoint.
save
Twi-
point
twice,
2.
twice,
What if you fucking die? You come back? No,
Twice-
I don't want to do
bro,
that.
twice
You know
upon
Just
what?
let me die.
twice upon a time. Twice upon a time.
Dude, you know, we have the same type of quarantine from when we started. We're experiencing the same type of quarantine that we had last year. So we're just reloading a new game, bro. It's just we're
It's a new-
reloading a new
But
save.
yeah,
We're
it very
loading a
much
save
feels
file.
like season 2.
Yeah.
It feels like season 2 because like now like
The
you can't go
variants-
inside the mall. Like
the
like it's even
variants-
worse.
The fucking variants, hello?
Yeah, with the variants too.
Yeah.
Like Jesus fuck.
Yeah,
But
that's why. That's
the
why I
future-
can't see into the future. We did not see coronavirus.
You know, man.
So
I
how
used
much
to,
more?
you know, like before the whole COVID thing, like what's it called? Like what's it called? I used to say this thing called, well, like every time I say something, like every time I would say something to Glaze and like it would be self-deprecating. Then I would, at the end of it, I would say, oh yeah, but like, I would say like, but whatever. The future is bright. No. Mhm. That was
It's toxic.
that was like 3 years ago.
The future is
Yeah.
toxic, literally and like figuratively.
Pretty sure, yeah. Ah, why is life so
Uh.
fucking meaningless? But that's really fucking weird,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. Back to topic list.
I mean,
Keyboards.
Keyboard
it
pugger.
all started from keyboards. Now we're here.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Started
This
from
is
the
a
keyboards,
very
now we here.
different KaineTalks.
yeah, but like
This is so different.
but like taking a complete fucking 180 and doing a 360 in between. How about let's talk about idols? You and mine, Joel.
Ooh, idol culture.
It's so fucking similar yet so fucking different, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Like-
so
Like my idols are virtual, first of all.
yeah, the Kane side, well, not the Kane side,
But,
the
how about you? How about you talk about your side of
the different sides.
your side of the fandom then?
okay. Oh, this is
Mhm.
so huge. I don't know where to start. Okay,
Just start.
wait. In this KaineTalks, my profile picture can be seen, right?
Of course.
Okay, that's twice Dion. So I like twice.
Now it's moving.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing with idol culture. For me, it's somehow disgusting, in a way that a lot of K-pop idols gets mistreated.
Right.
Like me and Ponsalot. Wait, I can just say his
Yeah,
name.
Just say
Yeah,
Jared.
me and
it's
Jared.
fine.
Okay, me and Jared made the joke when the BTS meal came out.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm laughing. Okay. So the BTS meal came out, and then in the commercial, like one of the guys ate a nugget.
Yeah.
One of the guys ate a nugget, and then the other BTS members looked at him,
Yep.
and me and Jared interpreted it as, "Yo, that's what you can eat in a month."
Ah. Okay.
like
okay.
like their
Yeah.
managers oh dude, manager's gonna be fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah, dude, you
He's
ate
not
way
gonna
too
let-
much.
He's not gonna
Yes,
let you
yes, yes.
outside for like 3 days.
Well, that just tells you a lot about how the fandom is, right? Or not the
Yeah,
fandom.
but-
That just tells you how much how much of the culture is known. If you're interpreting
Yeah.
it as that, and you're not even in the fandom.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They have to uphold like a certain body type, like certain physique,
Right.
that they don't get to live their lives as
Normally.
much as we do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I watched a video where it's confirmed that K-pop contracts that are signed loses your rights. So if I sign let's say I sign a K-pop contract, I don't have access to my rights anymore. It's up to the entertainment company.
Right, right, right.
So
And
I think it's like less strict now because
what does human
kids
rights
stay
and
woke.
ethics think about that?
Yeah, I mean it's a contract. Like you sign it, you're dead, bro.
Yeah, it's your choice.
But
I
yeah,
guess that's why ethics nor human rights think about it.
yeah. That's why for like K-pop fandoms, like we just see it as like just support them. Like that's the best you can do for them to like live their lives happily. Just support them.
Alright.
Yeah, so I hope like it gets less strict. I think it's getting less strict. Like currently, one member of Twice,
Right.
Jonghyun, is ca- went in a hiatus because of mental problems.
Mhm.
Like she suffered anxiety and mental problems. So it shows that it shows that they don't show everything basically.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you just never know what's behind the scenes. Like
can only
it's a
speak so
media that's
We can only talk
so
so much about it.
secretive. Yeah.
But like on our side of the things, on our side of idol culture,
Yeah.
it's more of like a collective hive mind, if anything, like in a good
Mm.
way at least, because
Yeah.
most of the time people are acting as a literal army, depending on
Army.
ahaha,
Army.
fucking hell. But like again, like people generally act like a collective faction against something, or toward
Yeah.
or like uniting something. Like for example, for VTubers, like it's such a new thing, right? It's such a new idol, like it's such a new
Yeah.
thing to the idol culture, but like at the same time, it's so lively. It's
True.
almost like it's almost like this just was like natural to come, or like it was naturally gonna like happen. But like how things work in VTubing is that if you're in a company such as Hololive, for example, you get signed as a talent. You are a talent now, and you
Yeah.
get your own model, your own rig, your own fucking like everything. You get art if you need to. You get thumbnail art if you need to, or you can make your own. A lot of the girls most of the time work really fucking hard, like super fucking hard. Like for example, for some of the whole live JP girls, they had to take breaks because their throats were fucking like worsening. Like the condition of their throats were worsening. Because again, they have to play a character
Yeah.
sometimes, and they have to like have some kind of falsetto if they choose to. Right.
Yeah.
So for our side of the fandom, it's not much of the fandom being an issue. It's the girls. It's us telling the girls to take care of themselves, because yeah, it's like that. They work so hard for their respective like communities that it's quite worrying. Like for example, Calliope Mori, Hololive EN member. She works so much. Like it's no joke, and it's like no joke to make an original song, right? And she has so many. She has her own album and everything. And I just recently like learned that. Did you know that the company doesn't even pay for the original songs? The girls themselves have to pay
Oh.
for it personally, like the original songs, like the production of it, and it costs thousands of dollars. So it really
Yeah.
gives you an idea of how much work and how much passion these guys these girls like put into their characters, or like their jobs. Because what Hololive looks for is not talent, it's passion. Like how willing are you to
Passion.
throw away so much? Like for example, if you already had a career beforehand, before you joined this company, you're gonna have to throw it away and like start over.
A reference. A reference.
Kind of,
Yeah.
but not really. Like the only miracle, there's only one miracle that's ever happened. Like in terms of that, like when a girl joined the company, or when a girl joined Hololive, and that's Suise, Hochimachi Suise. So basically, she was her own indie VTuber like at the beginning, when VTubers like were just new, right? And was like really rough, and you couldn't do it full time. But like when she
Yeah.
joined Hololive, she was able to keep her identity, her model, and everything else. That would not normally happen in like the modern age. In like the modern age of VTubing. So it's really fucking interesting how she was able to keep her identity and her own like model, even before that, or even after joining the company. So again, like for VTubing, it's not much. Your worry is not the fans. Your worry is the girls, like. But also
Yeah.
like the biggest scandal in terms of like the fandom is the antis. So like
Yeah.
a little bit of context for the antis in terms of the like Hololive. So basically, there was a VTuber named Kiryu Koko, and she had this thing called Asakoko, which is basically a morning show, like a stream.
Huh?
Yeah, and at the end of every stream, she would what's it called? She would thank every country, like who was watching the stream. Like people would chat their country or like it would be obvious which country to thank, and like she called out and she thanked Taiwan, and a lot of mainland people from China were not happy about that, and so they basically started creating spam accounts and started spamming her chat, and that caused her to
Ooh.
have a 3-week break because of the amount of harassment she was receiving from like mainland Chinese people. And so their demands were simple: either fire Coco or have Hololive leave China, because Hololive had a China branch, and so they did. And that was
Ooh.
unfortunate for the people in Hololive China, because they basically lost their jobs. So yeah, that was the
Yeah.
biggest fucking scandal in,
That's
like in
hard.
terms of like the fandom in Hololive. But it's really interesting how you and me have such different consumption of entertainment, yet it's so similar. Like in terms of
Yeah.
what we're
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah. It's very
we're
like
both
how
watching
it's
idols,
being
but we don't
presented.
recognize it as such. Right?
Yeah. It's just
And we both equally simp for them.
yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, it's very clear from my T-shirt and your album.
Oh. What album?
I wonder.
But yeah, it's just that's the thing though. Like as fans, all we can do is support and wish for their best. Cause
And
we're
tell
not
them to
their
take a
we're
break.
not
'Cause
their
holy shit.
managers. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
we're not their managers.
You know what's
We
you know
can't.
what's even more interesting
Yeah.
about Hololive and like VTubers in general? Hololive
Yeah.
was actually hiring hired like a few months ago, where they were looking for a new position. They were looking for a talent manager, and
Ooh.
like for you guys, Jael, what does a talent manager sound like? What do you think their job entails?
Like making sure the girls are productive.
Okay,
For
Jael.
me, a talent manager, based on what I know, they're the one that books the girls. They're the one that's like, oh,
Right.
you
That's
if
for
you come to them for a
that's for
booking.
your side that's for your side. But
Wait,
think
the
of it in
context is Hololive, right?
yeah, think of it as like in VTubing, Joel. Like
Yeah.
even with your limited knowledge. What do you
Okay.
think it entails?
Yeah, even
the
though you're
girl's
fucking
sanity?
stupid.
Like, what do you think a talent manager is supposed to do?
Keep the girl's sanity.
Correct. That is exactly it.
Okay.
Yeah. So another fact as well. One of the requirements for the talent manager is to have a degree in psychiatry.
Oh, okay.
Oh
okay.
damn.
So it's
That makes
so
that's
they're so
good.
the talent manager is basically the last line of defense. When a girl is unhappy about something, when a girl is like having issues and problems with what she's doing, and like it sounds and like she
Yeah.
wants to like retire, it's the talent manager's job to help her out as much as possible, to keep them
Oh god.
happy.
I think I
That's
want a
good.
degree in psychiatry now.
And
Oh shit.
okay, and then like a good example of this is again Kiryu Koko, which retired recently, right?
Ooh.
So she retired because she was basically unhappy with what was going on after everything, after all she went through, like with the antis and everything, and she retired because she said that she was entering this downward
Burnout?
spiral of like being
Okay.
unhappy with streaming and stuff like that. She still streamed for like her fans, obviously, but it was not like working out for her. Like she was like progressively getting worse and worse according to her.
Yeah.
And it was her-
that's not
and
good
again,
for
that's-
mental.
Yeah, it was literally so the talent manager's job is literally to keep the girls like happy,
Yeah.
if anything. It to put into simple terms. So in like the space of idols, it's really interesting how fucking horrible it is. but we can only
Yeah.
we can only do so much. You know?
Yeah. Like just support. Don't be a dick. Everything boils down to just don't be a dick.
But I'm happy that most of the most of the people in Hololive are happy with what they're doing, at least so far.
Yeah.
Like
We,
they get
it
constant
shall be
support.
kept that way.
They get constant support from fans. They get constant support from their company. Like even like the CEO of the company, like I don't remember I don't remember his name, but like code name Yagu, is like a huge fucking supporter of his talents. He like and he even talks to them sometimes according to the girls.
Yeah. Well, it's
So
good that their mental's like being taken care of.
yeah, but like on
Like
your
you
side,
know,
but
in esports groups,
right.
in esports groups, like Team Liquid, they have personal therapists, and
I see.
they talk to the team like before and after the
Ah, I
game.
see, I see, I see.
Yeah, because like
But like
gaming also is very straining to the
yeah,
mind.
but like on your side of things, of like there's already been like a set way of treating your talents in your side of like idols,
Yeah.
right? Like there's a
The
contract and
thing
everything.
is, that's the scary thing.
Yeah.
Not as much as being shown to the public. Like it's scary though. Like you just wish for the best of like the people you support, but with K-pop media it's very secretive. It's not as open, I should say. But they do announce if like an idol's leaving, if they're going through some problems. They do announce it, but there's just so much that's hidden.
Right.
Like
I guess
there are
that's
even like fan theories that are very crazy, but some of them were like revealed to be true.
I guess that's how just like you keep the boat floating, you know? Like you need to keep this
Yeah.
like in terms of K-pop and how they treat their talents. It's not really our place to say that something is like is wrong, because we don't know how the system is supposed to operate in the
Yeah.
first place. So we can't say much. And that's
Yep.
and that's how flawless the system is.
The thing is like we it's really hard because we don't know
Exactly.
we don't know what
there's
they're going through if like the
like
idols are actually okay
like
with it.
there's none to oppose the system, because they don't know, because
Yeah.
you don't know anything.
Yeah, but like for K-pop, I don't think entertainment group companies can keep this up. Like the fans know there's something going on.
It's
Like
yeah.
they know if something's like wrong or bad.
Right.
So they have to. For me, they have to be more open, man.
Mm.
But I think they're on the track to them opening up.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just like to maintain a good
Mhm.
relationship between the business owner and the customer, you know?
Yeah.
Like you take this, we give you this, and that's all you get. You don't know anything else. But they can't really keep that up, you know?
Yeah. Because you want to support idols that love what they're doing. You know.
Right.
Like you want them to love. You want them to like what they're doing.
right.
It doesn't feel right if you like something they made out of out of something made of
Obligation.
hatred.
out of
Yeah,
obligation.
of obligation. Yeah.
Because like that's exactly what happened to like Coco. Like
Yeah,
she
like,
still enjoyed
She wasn't happy streaming.
like she enjoyed like talking and interacting with her fans. Her fans were not the issue. It was her, it was
Yeah.
like her like just the idea of it.
Yeah.
But again, there's not much we can talk about. It's nice that she's finally like moved on from whole life though. She's retired and now she's a legend. Like, cause she's one of the first people
Yeah.
who really made whole life what it is to this day, and what really bridged the gap between the West and and whole life.
Yeah. But it's just a big
horrible.
world, man.
Yeah,
It's not, yeah, we're not super well versed in
and what this is,
Fame.
yeah.
but
Cause like anonymity in fame is like so is so like difficult as well, because somebody
Yeah.
is bound to find out. Like people
Yeah,
like, not even just
media's
YouTubers.
crazy.
Like people like big people like fucking Dream, fucking like people like Dream, Corpse, things like that.
Yeah.
And like there was also like the oldies, such as toast, which
Kinda
eventually showed his
Minecraft.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can't hide forever. Is really the fucking like is really like
Yep.
the bottom line for
Yeah, the
fame.
media's crazy
For
these days,
fame.
man.
As like like the fun like the great thing about having anonymity is you can disappear without a hitch.
Yep.
But at the same time, it also binds you. Because fans are gonna be
Yeah.
looking for you for the rest of their fucking lives, even after you're gone. Which is
True.
really fucking scary.
Yeah, but like that's the thing when it comes to being not showing your face. It's just that we I think like some people here like we want to like create content, but
Right.
we want to be known, but not to the point where if we go outside someone wants to take a picture.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
annoying.
this server exists. It's like it's just a community of people that we know
And
that
we
we
have our
know
little
and
like
we
and
vibe
we
with.
have our little
Yeah.
like mock fame, you know?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Like a fabricated space for
Yep.
whatever the fuck we want to do.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's just life.
No, no, dude. For the past like I don't know, like 5 minutes, I've been watching the pink penis run. I'm like, now it stopped because someone messaged again.
Man,
Dude.
th- they won't understand.
I've been watching that dick run for like 5 kilometers.
I'm gonna show. You know what? I'm gonna show that in the video. Like,
Show
what the
it
fuck?
on.
You've been watching that for the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, like when you guys are talking about like some shit, like I'm just watching the dick run.
What the fuck? Well, whatever. Moving on. Fame
Yep.
and anonymity and dream and do.
Do-do-do-do.
Joel, as you are
Yeah?
a new fan of Yotobon of Quintessential Clip,
Yeah.
I assume
Yeah, boy.
I assume
Yeah,
your
boy.
curiosity has gotten the best of you
Yeah, boy.
sometimes. Hentai? Have you?
Yes, of course.
What do you
Yes,
think?
of course. Okay, when I don't like reading hentai in the middle of watching a series because I don't want it to taint my view of the characters.
I'm just sad.
So I want it. I want to end it. I want to end it. I want to end the anime
You want
or the
closure.
manga, and then that's where we can swim and explore.
Closure.
Yes, but I'm very vigilant with the sauces.
Jesus Christ.
I don't want to dip into something horrid.
Never fucking do NTR, please. Like, especially for
Yeah,
Yotobon.
no.
Like,
I
holy shit,
really-
I was so depressed.
Yeah,
Like, I was depressed for like a solid week or something.
the
3
thought of
days.
it just.
It's
Nah.
so sad. I hate it. Like, I still read that shit because it was good art, but like, oh my
What
God.
joy do people get, bro?
From NTR, hating a
Yeah.
character.
Ah,
Like the amount of Kirito NTR is so fucking funny.
What do you
Just
mean,
peop-
Kirito NTR?
Like
Asuna?
Asuna getting fucked, and Kirito
Ah,
watching.
I love that shit.
There you go.
it just almost happens in the anime itself. Why you gotta read, bro?
Like,
Yeah.
bro, like people are into that shit, but like, it's so fucking weird. Like being attached to a character and then seeing the NTR of it, like it's just like soul
Yeah.
crushing. I don't know if that's just me because like I get invested a lot. Like even in
But for me,
hentai, I get
NTR,
invested.
I don't like NTR itself already.
Like, bro, I get invested in like the dumbest shit. Like for example, if it's Kirito, then like if I'm watching SAO, then bro, of course I'm invested because I'm watching a fucking series, right? Even in
Yeah.
hentai, I get invested. So that's why I'm feeling the same things that the fucking what's it called? Like that Kirito's feeling in that situation when it's NTR. It's just fucking sad.
Yeah, I only like NTR under like specific situations.
Speaking of feeling, give me a second. I'm gonna send something.
Feel.
KaineTalks paste. There. Look at KaineTalks. Do you feel that? That's a male. That's a male's. That was found in the male's bathroom, by the way. Poor
Oh,
guy.
lit.
Poor fucking guy.
Ah,
Poor guy. Like holy shit.
That's like the brightness and consistency of like the UFC ketchup.
Poor guy.
Man,
Poor guy. Like, like all of you out there, all of the gentlemen out there. Holy shit! Do you feel that shit?
yeah.
My God.
It's like they say, man, blood
This
is stored in the
this
balls.
is this is mental CBT.
Bro, are men's like balls like all binded together? Like what other men feels, we feel. We're all connected, man.
Hold on.
All the
Let me just get a
testicles
gif
are
of a guy getting
connected.
hit in the nuts.
No.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like, yeah, it's mental CBT. Didn't even know that was possible, honestly. But like, for some reason, if it's a guy sending it to another guy like that picture, it hurts. But like, if it's a girl sending to another guy, there's absolutely no effect. Or is that just me? What do you think? What's up with
Girl
that?
sending what?
Like that shit, like that. Mental CBT.
So
Nah,
if
they
a-
don't
if a-
understand.
I don't.
You don't
I've never
understand?
talked to a girl in my life, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a girl.
So no. Like not that just not that picture specifically. Like for example, if there's a video, right, and you're watching it with let's say a female, like you feel the pain, right? Like
Yeah.
if it's like a video of a guy of like there's like a video like a meme video or something, and there's a guy that's just absolutely fucking destroyed in the nuts. Like you feel the pain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just imagining it. You know.
Well, whatever. Going
Yeah.
back, leaving mental CBT behind.
Oh,
The-
Dux, to answer your question, it's called packet loss.
Also, wow,
Bro.
holy shit. Well, whatever.
Like I kept making that joke, like when you like cut open your ball sack.
But like
packet loss.
something you wanted to talk about
Uh,
actually, and you asked for me to write down: meeting new people, offline versus online. Like what do you like? It's so fucking different, right? Especially
Yeah,
in
it's
Discord,
very
in like
different.
Discord
It's
servers like
so
this.
different.
Like
Yeah.
But like I can see some similarities. Like for example, like when you're in like for example a classroom, like it takes a while for you two to get acquainted with each other.
True.
Yeah.
Like it
does.
comes
It
with
does take a
time.
while.
Same with Discord, no?
Yeah, because like the way for me at least, like the way it would be is like if you're meeting someone in person, you start out shy with it, release the demons later. Like,
Yeah.
pretend to be a normal person for as long as you can, and then like
Yeah, the
just
normal
once-
person arc.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can unleash the
And
beast on
then
them.
you can become me.
But but if it's like Discord, right? Like you have to like make a lasting impression because you're one in a
Yeah.
like I'm not one in a
Speaking
million
of-
because like who meets 1 million people in Discord?
Speaking of lasting
Like
impressions.
one in 100, you know?
Speaking of lasting impressions, how about you should probably try to leave a lasting impression, but not like I do. Because it does the opposite of trying to like meet like when it comes to meeting new people.
Alkanophobia, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Like,
thing is,
Jamal,
with
why did you sound like
xenophobia-
Winston?
Yeah,
Dude, you sounded like Winston
wondering,
for a second.
like, bro,
You
what
sounded
the
like
fuck?
Winston for a second. What?
What was that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. Like, when
That-
the video comes out, can you
Yeah,
like
you're.
clip it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like, what
okay.
The
You
fuck
sounded
was
like
that?
Winston for a second. What the heck?
Like I was wondering. Like I was thinking. Like, oh, that was Winston.
my
Wait,
God.
hold on. It's a stage. It's a fucking stage. What the fuck?
Like, what's Winston doing here? What? Like, it's even like worse because like I had my eyes closed, right? Because like my fan's hitting me, so like I closed my eyes because it's drying up my eyes.
Bro.
And then, like I hear Winston like
Bro,
in my ears,
I
and I'm like,
looked
what?
I looked at my second monitor so fast. Like, hold on a second. It's not. Wait.
Okay,
I was thinking like.
I-
I was thinking like,
Oh my God,
cause you know how
bro.
like Jared, you know how like we talk about xenophobia a lot, especially in like VC when
Yeah.
like and most of the time Winston's here. I was thinking like, oh, that's natural. It's Winston. Hold on a fucking second. It's a
Wait
stage.
minute.
It's a stage.
This ain't Winston.
What the fuck was that?
Okay, I have to come clean. I am.
Man.
Wait, you have a shit PC too? Fuck.
Oh no. But man, yeah, okay, that's something I want to talk about. I hate the fact that I speak English and Tagalog and none of them are
Ah.
fluent at all. It's
You're not-
You're
annoying.
pretty fluent
You're
in
not
English.
fluent in any of them?
You're pretty fluent in English.
No,
Come on.
there's an accent I leave behind in both languages. There's nothing I can speak like
Joel, my guy, trust me.
normally.
Trust me, as a person who's heard like the typical like Filipino accent their entire lives, you are absolutely fine.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
Jamal, I'm gonna do a quick test to see if you have an accent. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do. You're gonna
Here we
have. I'm gonna
go.
say a word in Tagalog and then translate it for me, like in like in your normal English voice. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Tatlo.
3.
Bundok.
Mountain.
You're fluent. You're fine.
Okay. Fuck. I don't know.
Wait. Let me.
Wait. I don't know this one in Tagalog.
Wait.
Can I do
What do you
Japanese?
want? What do you want to say?
Orange.
What?
Orange.
Orange.
Orange?
Orange. Say it.
Kahel.
Okay. Sige. Sabihin mo na yung English.
Orange.
There.
Yeah, you're good.
You're fine. What
Okay.
the fuck are you talking about?
Like Filipino accent
Like I
would say
like I
tree.
like
Filipino
I
accent would
like
say
bro,
mountain.
manzanas is apple, dumbass. like, bro.
Filipino accent would say orange. Like you're fine. You're fine.
Manzanas is fucking
Okay.
apple. You fucking idiot.
I'm laughing, but I also didn't know that.
Oh wait, Jared, let's test you then. Let's test your Filipino fluency.
Sige.
Okay.
Magaling
Okay.
po ako magtatagalog.
Okay.
Region po ako dito.
Okay, radiant in Filipino. That's something you don't want to be.
Oh no.
Sige,
Like,
sige.
okay, let's think. Cuchillo.
Fork. Spoon?
You're trolling. You're trolling, right? You're trolling. You're trolling. You're Jared. You're trolling.
It's knife?
It's not.
Tinidor. Tinidor.
Okay, that one's fork.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Kutsara.
Spoon?
Yes. Chinelas.
Slippers.
Good. Viernes.
Friday.
Yeah, I already said it.
Yeah.
How about Jueves?
Wednesday?
No.
Fuck.
Day off.
What?
Your day off.
Sunday?
Thursday. Thursday. Jueves is
Thursday.
Thursday.
When's
Alas-
Thursday my day off?
Alas 8 ng gabi.
Alas 8 ng gabi. 8 o'clock at night.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Well.
Okay, he's pretty fine. He's fine. He can hold a
Region
conversation.
po ako sa Tagalog, pre.
You know, Jared's the level of attainment I want in Japanese. Like, if I can be a Jared, a Filipino Jared in Japanese, I'd be happy.
Yeah, you wanna be
Fucking
like
conch-
Arigato gozaimasu.
Fucking cuchillo, bro.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Wait.
Konnichiwa.
You should know what sushi is, right?
Baka.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Really,
What is it? But what is it?
Wait, I heard Winston again. Who the fuck was that?
Man.
That was me.
Oh,
Say it.
Susi.
say what?
Or what? Sushi.
Key.
There.
Okay, there we go.
Pintuan is simple. Come on.
Baka.
Cuarto. What's a really hard? That's a word that you would like fail to translate.
Nakakapagkabak.
Oh, my dad said the word earlier.
Nakakapa.
I can't remember it though.
Nakakakaba, I guess.
Nakakapagkabagabag? It's not
I
hard.
guess. No, not that. Nakakakaba.
Nakakakaba?
Yeah.
Like, as in kinakabahan?
Yeah. Why did I
yeah,
help
yeah.
you? Fuck. But yeah,
Oh,
fucking
I thought you guys were trying to say the, what do you
No,
call
no,
it?
no,
The
no.
tongue twister. That's why.
like I'm like not some of us. Most of us here is more fluent in English than Tagalog. But we can hold
Yeah.
it. But we can hold our own in Tagalog. It's fine.
That's like the overwhelming majority of like the country.
In this
I don't
in our
know why,
generation
yeah.
specifically.
Every
But,
does your
like,
voice,
That
your
that-
voices also get deep,
thing
right, in
that's-
Tagalog?
The thing that no, either it goes higher or lower. For me, it goes
Yeah.
lower. Because actually no, you can't even tell the difference because I scream a lot in Tagalog.
Yeah. I know.
That's what happens when you're. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you're like 5 miles away. But the thing that differentiates really, the thing that differentiates like a person's like fluency is the accent, for some reason.
Yeah.
Like we all have our own accents, right? Like you can go on all day about vocabulary and whatnot, but really what determines fluency in this country is the accent.
Yeah.
Like so many people in our country tries to like get rid of the Filipino accent.
Filipino accent.
Filipino
Yeah,
accent.
Filipino accent. Kasi oh wait, no, that's Tagalog. That's straight up Tagalog. But like because like trying to sound like a native is fluent.
Because parang fluent ka.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
But most of us here is pretty fine.
Yeah.
Like even Mojo is fine, bro.
Yeah,
Mojo's gotten better throughout quarantine. He got
Well, that's what
way
happens when you
better.
speak the language every
Mojo's
day.
like poggers, bro. He's so poggers.
Yo, I think it's because he watches a lot of streamers now. Like the
Yeah.
accent gets
There's
engraved
so much
into his
Twitch in
brain.
this man's fucking vocabulary, bro.
Copium.
Like one day Mojo just starts talking like Ludwig. Like what the fuck?
No, Mojo speaks like XQC. What do you mean, bro?
Oh no, that's not a good example.
That's
not a
like
good example.
that's like in the clip. That's like in the clip, like bro, like Cheeto.
Cheeto. Is that a dog?
Dog.
Yeah. XQC is like a really good. He's so good at keeping himself
Bro,
normal, but
Mojo
funny at the same
Mojo has
time.
the comedy of Ludwig and the fucking English of XQC.
yeah.
It's gonna be
Mojo,
a fun,
you should stream.
It's gonna be a fun fucking episode when Mojo's like when
Yeah.
Mojo's when it's Mojo's turn.
Oh, wait, how's Mojo gonna? Can you like secure a time where like he's allowed to open mic?
That'll be up to Mojo. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
How
like,
long has it been?
has it been since what?
2
The
hours.
start
man.
of 2
Has it-
hours.
It's been like
okay.
2 hours, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
5
well,
more.
Well,
No,
whatever.
you wanna beat my time?
Well, whatever. It's been 2 hours. Let's
Nah,
move on. Let's move on to the Q&A session.
Q&A.
Let's move
Sino
on. Let's move to a different scene.
nagtanong kay Jamal?
Chat, you're on screen now.
That's on screen.
That
Why
is
are
not-
you so good at Tetris? Because I play it as a pastime, so naturally I just got
He's a
better.
virgin.
Yeah, that too. How
Oh, wait,
tall
no,
am
wait,
I?
wait, no,
Five,
wait, Jamal,
Yeah?
Jamal. I want to be the text to speech. Can I be the text to speech?
Yo.
Sure.
Okay. How tall are you?
Robe thanks for the 5 subs, so I am 5'2".
Okay. Are you hot?
Wait, you're 5'2"?
Yeah, I'm 5'2".
Holy fuck!
He's a midget.
I'm short. I'm short.
Are you hot?
No, I am not.
False. Are you a streamer?
Nope, I'm not
He's just
currently.
no, he's not a streamer.
So that's why he was asking, because he was asking about the fucking. Why is people so like fucking like pent up about not pent up about height?
Are you a stripper?
Are you a stripper? He is a stripper. Yes, I can answer that question for
Yes,
you.
yes. Gotta do what I gotta do. Are you
Why
gay? No, I'm not
Ask
gay.
ask Jared that question.
Why are you gay? Mojo, this is why people don't think you have good English. It should be why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Are you a part of Burn? I
What is
don't want to
Burn?
burn. Burn esports.
No, because I'm interested. You okay? That's where we're cutting the Q&A session.
Why?
Bye.
Why am I
No,
gay?
no, 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 no
I'm
more
not
questions.
gay.
No more questions. No more paparazzi.
That's the thing. That's what I like about the boys. You know, you can be sussy.
Did you like the dick way too much?
It's like
chasing you.
mesmerizing to
You
watch.
guys are asking the wrong person.
It's
Like while you
fucking
guys are
chasing
like
you, bro.
talking about like idols or whatever, like I'm just looking at that.
Maybe we should have more. Maybe we should have more like neutral topics that everyone can talk about.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
mostly silent in this KaineTalks, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we
Half
should,
because like
yeah,
my
we should.
dad,
We should talk about books.
there.
Books. Yo, what books have you been reading, bro?
Books.
other half because I.
Oh,
Sige.
recently, I haven't been reading much. I keep rereading the Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green. It's the collection of essays, cause I'm in the less. I'm not smart. I'm just gonna say that I'm not super smart.
Right.
So I keep rereading it, and at the same after that I also read The Fault in Our Stars. It's really good. It's also by John Green.
Imagine if I was
But-
an actual interviewer.
But I plan to branch out to more books.
What do you mean you're
Have
not
you con- have you
smart,
have you
bro? You're
have,
an intellectual?
have you considered like light novels?
No, because when it comes to books, I like more
Realistic shit.
Realistic, yeah,
Like
more
things
realistic
bound,
situations.
like things bound in reality, rather than
Yeah.
fiction. I say that's a
Yeah,
vibe.
like I also like horror movies that are not mostly horror, more like I like
You
psychological
guys want
horror.
you guys want to watch a fucking what's it called? What? Wait, what? The question section is already over. You can no longer ask questions. He will not answer.
But Jamal, for the heck of it, what are your pronouns?
No, don't answer that
Say it,
question.
say it,
You
say
answer
the
that question,
thing.
you're never gonna have a
Jamal,
Kane
say
Talks
the
ever
thing.
again.
Jamal, say the thing. Say it.
No,
Say it.
no,
Shh. Say it. Shh. Say it.
no.
Say it.
I'm she and ish.
Ay, ay, ay.
And that's how I get banned. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. I'm kidding.
Oh, Berna.
Anyways, you guys want to watch like a fucking horror movie together?
I'm
be cool.
down.
I don't like supernatural though.
The Witcher, or not The Witcher. Fuck the Blair Witch Project.
I like
remember that was
I
shit.
like more psychological shit.
I remember that was shit. We can watch
Yeah.
like Japanese horror or something. Those are always whack.
Like, we-
Oh, like really
Those
gruesome.
like
ones.
three
Yeah,
or
there
four
was those.
long
Like
together.
those are always fucked. Like the Japanese
Yeah.
horror. If not Japanese and Korean horror.
Oh no, Train to Busan.
That's not horror.
That's not
that's
horror.
comedy.
Ano,
Comedy.
comedy?
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's a sad story about that? That movie got released the same time, like the day my uncle died. That movie got released,
Sheesh.
and my parents thought it was a good decision to watch it with my cousins, and
Uh-huh.
it's not the best move, you know.
Talk
It
talk
really
about
isn't.
parenting. Yo,
Yeah.
dude, your parents and your cousins' parents must have been like fucking laughing their asses off, or something.
I don't think they were laughing.
Like, who the fuck? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why would you do
Yeah.
that? Either they were
Don't
like
understand,
messing
though.
with you or like, or something. Come on, like no way.
I must
right?
not be remembering something right, because I don't think they do. But like,
Like no
we-
way, right?
yeah, no way. But we watched it the day of the passing.
No fucking way. They thought like they heard of the news of like that somebody passed away and thought, hey, yeah, let's watch a zombie movie. The fuck?
To be fair
Or
though,
let's
like
let's make the
my
kids watch the
cousins
zombie
like
movie.
Korean stuff. They really like Korean like drama and shit. So
Korean drama.
I also like Korean dramas.
oh
Dude,
yeah.
fucking Encounter. I fucking love that shit, bro.
Dude,
Fucking hell.
I love that moment when we both knew about it. Like,
That was a bro moment.
we got high, bro.
Not a
We
bro
got
moment, bro
too high.
moment.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Encounter is way too fucking good though. Like holy shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking rare
I
that you
really
find
like
somebody
that
that
song.
fucking like loves something as much as you do.
Yeah. Although the
It's not
ending
it's
was
not
a
that
bit
great when you
rushed,
discover
it's
that that
still
thing
so
that you
good.
both love is your
Yeah.
girlfriend though. Like that's not no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
K dramas be like,
Yeah. Yeah, love triangle.
hey, love. Okay, so
That's
if
the
if
thing,
the
though.
Philippines has cheating, the Korean dramas have fucking what's it called? Love triangles.
Yeah, like Philippine
What is it with the
Philippine
Philippines
media
and,
is
like,
just
cheating?
not that good. It's they need more variety. They say love local, but how can you love local if your local's not that good?
Bro, like recently the shows have literally just been like this guy's like a real like this girl got fucking wronged by this family and then she got really rich somehow, and now she's getting her
Yeah.
revenge. What's up with that? Like what?
I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about Filipino media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what about have you guys seen Hayop Ka?
What?
No.
Hayop Ka, the Netflix one.
No, I don't.
You guys haven't seen that? Wait,
Bro, I don't have
fucking Go-
Netflix.
No, fucking Google it, bro. Hayop Ka net like
2020 film.
the one on the
You
Is it the-
Animal.
Oh,
Oh, the adult cartoon rom.
Oh, this shit.
Yeah,
You
I
talked
already
about
don't like this.
it. I love it.
This
I'm
is
kidding.
good.
No, I have no clue. I will not watch it because I don't want to.
it's unsettling how hot the animals are.
Shut
Let me
the
just
fuck
say.
up. What are
Lola
you?
Bunny type shit.
What are you? The Beastars fandom?
Look at it, bro.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It's,
Literally hayop ka.
yeah.
That's local, baby.
That's local right there. Speaking of local, Trese. It's fucking sick.
Oh, yeah. You know, it exceeded my expectations. Not as great as like Japan made anime, but
Honestly,
it's getting there. You know.
I read the manga. It's sick.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Yeah,
I
I wish they got more like sources, not just like fucking cheating and shit.
like why is it always like cheating as well? Can we just get no, there is like straight up just like romance stories. Like
NTR.
like you guys know Precious Hearts, the novel, like
Mm.
the novel company, or like the company that like keeps making like love novels or romance novels.
NTR.
Like it's always so like exaggerated. It's like Wattpad before Wattpad was a thing.
NTR.
Like that's what the Precious Heart novels are.
NTR.
Man, Jared, stop with the NTR.
NTR.
Man,
This is why we're definitely at like S tier conversationalist.
NTR.
NTR. Clock. Nice, good job.
But like speaking
NTR.
speaking of that fucking list, right? I think
Yep.
we gotta reassess after like a few weeks.
What?
Or-
What do you mean?
Or no, actually by the time the anniversary comes around, we should probably redo the tier list, Jared.
Anniversary is in Among Us.
Yeah.
Oh,
And speaking of the Among Us thing, speaking of the anniversary, like I'm gonna say this outright so like anybody who watches this video that's in hell will know. In a few weeks' time, we will have the anniversary for Among Us at 11, and we will have a Among Us lobby or Among Us session,
the hit game Among Us.
along with something that Glace brought along, which was Hunger Games. So that'll be a really interesting one.
Minecraft.
No, literally Hunger Games.
We get hungry.
Fasting?
Glace will shut the fuck up. Glace will fucking Glace will explain how we'll play that. But, like, yeah.
Intermittent fasting?
Okay, okay.
So then,
Soda.
Man,
man. Oh,
that's
whatever.
what happens when you put a bunch of weebs together. They just speak Japanese, not fluently though.
Yeah, just like shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of shit. Like now that we finished the topic list, we can go into like free ball.
Okay, sige Lods.
Free ball.
NTR.
How do we do? No.
No, bro, fuck.
How do we do free ball?
We can just talk about whatever.
Down, pare, gaga, oshi.
Okay, this
Ducks, dumbass. Dude.
our brain.
Hold on,
Our
hold on.
brain. Oh yeah, D&D played.
What was I gonna say again? Oh yeah.
Joe.
No wait,
Yo.
I forgot. Yo.
I don't know what.
Joe?
Sino si Joe?
Who's Joe?
Si Jojo ba yan? Yung yung nag-aano, yung
Jojo.
yung ano.
Good luck with the subtitles, Kane.
I'm just
Have
gonna be
fun.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour video. Speaking of subtitles,
Mm.
the first time like the first KaineTalks I didn't do subtitles because I was lazy, and now I have to. Fucking hell.
Wala.
Yeah, I started speaking Tagalog.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, either I'm gonna have to translate them or like do the Tagalog subtitle and then do like shit in parentheses like the actual translation. And be really fucking annoying. But yeah, I was your host Kane, and this was my co-host Jared, and this was our guest, and this was our guest Jael. Thank you so much for watching
NTR.
this episode of
NTR.
KaineTalks. Shut the fuck
NTR.
up.
TR.
Have a good one. Bye.